You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Ooh.
Hi everyone! Oh my god, it's been such a long time. I do apologize. It's been nearly, oh my gosh, it's been more than 6 months since I uploaded a video. That's really bad, I know. Anyway, I am back with a throwback Thursday, throwing it all the way back to 2016, and I do hope that you enjoy the video. It is going to be a long one. It's going to be a review of the whole year, to tell you what you guys have missed out on, why I have been MIA from YouTube, what's going on in my life, and what I have planned out for 2017. Yeah, I'm still stuck back in 2016, but yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. It is going to be a bit of a long video, so if you haven't got the time right now, wait until you have the time. If you do have the time, grab a cup of tea, grab some biscuits, maybe food, anything, get comfortable, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to be touching on what went well and what did not go well, and overall what I got from my year and what I'm going to be doing in 2017, just to expand on that, expand on the person that I've become, the person that I currently am, or the person I've been searching for a very long time. I found that girl. I mean, yeah. I found her and I'm very happy right now. I'm in a very happy space. 2016 for me, when I entered 2016, it wasn't that great. I entered 2016 in tears, just because of past relationships and past expectations from people, and I was just confused as to what I wanted to do in my life, and I had so many questions coming from left, right, center as to what are you doing with your life, what do you want to do with your life, you know, relationships are breaking down here and there. So there was just so much in my head that I was just not in a happy place, and that brought me down quite a bit, to the point where I started falling sick because I was stressed. But at the moment I didn't know it was stress. I just started feeling a bit, my stomach would go because of gastritis, I wasn't eating well, just a lot of things, headaches. It got to a point I was just so weak, and I later realized it was just because I was so stressed that it was causing all these illnesses. So what I decided is I'm just going to shut down. I'm going to close everyone off, and that's the moment I decided I'm going to be selfish. I am going to stop listening to what people are telling me and just listen to what's inside me. Basically, I'm just going to search myself and see what it is that I want to do, what it is that, you know, that makes me happy, what's my purpose. Basically, when I stopped, I just said I'm going to find my purpose and I'm just going to roll with it. I opened my YouTube account, which I was pleased with, which I had good reviews, which I had good, you know, comments from people, and I was proud of that. And I also started doing my makeup for clients, and it started off quite slow, but as time went on, I got a lot of clients wanting me to do their makeup, people discovering, oh, Annabelle does makeup, you know, and it's been great. And it ended in a very amazing way this year with my makeup, because I ended up going all the way to Kenya to do bridal makeup. When I found out the wedding's gonna be all the way in Kenya, I was a bit nervous, but it gave me an excuse as well to travel, so I took it as an opportunity to get my holiday and also to, you know, get some experience doing some bridal makeup. And it was a 8 clients plus the bride, and whew, when I tell you, in the beginning I was nervous, because for me, I always feel like a wedding, someone's always gonna have those memories with them forever and ever. They're gonna have the photos, they're gonna be looking through the photos, and if they're not looking good, I always feel bad. For me, it was a big thing, it was a big deal, and I wanted to give my best, so I was nervous. But after it, when I saw the results and I had the comments and the feedback from everyone who I did the makeup for on that day, I was pleased. Like, I was so happy. I was happy with my work. When I look back on it, I was happy with what I did. They looked fabulous. The pictures are gonna be up later on. There's always a learning curve to everything you do. I did the makeup, but I was also part of the bridal team, so it was a rush to get everything done and to get myself done and ready that I didn't have time to take pictures. I didn't allocate anyone to be taking pictures for me, so what I did was talk to the photographers for the wedding, and I asked them if they could send me copies of the pictures from when I was doing the makeup, so that once I get them I'll be able to put it up. But yeah, overall it was a great experience, and besides that, I've done so many other clients' makeup, and it's nice to see people returning because they're just so happy with my work. So yeah, that's something I started off in the beginning of January 2016, and it's been rolling and it's been amazing. I traveled quite a lot. I went to Ghana twice and Kenya twice. Here are the reasons why. So like I said, I was stressed in the beginning of the year, and I wanted to just find myself and find my purpose. And to do that, I felt like I just needed to get out of my environment. I needed to get out of just all the pressure and just go away and think about what it is that I really want to do, what it is that I want to pursue. So I bought 2 flight tickets, one to Ghana and one to Kenya. The purpose of the Ghana flight, what the Ghana trip was to go and have a look. I wanted to start a fashion line, have a look at the market, have a look at the materials there, buy some stuff and just see what I can do. And when I went there, it turned out to be just a time to just have fun and let loose and let go and just forget all my troubles. So when I came back from Ghana, I felt myself. I felt a bit happier. I felt like I'd kind of, the stress of everything that was going on before had kind of cooled down. I'd cut everyone. I started to cut a few people off just so that I don't have a lot of people talking in my ear, a lot of people saying things. And sometimes you need to do that. As selfish and as bad as that may sound, sometimes you just need to be selfish with your life. You need to be selfish with yourself, because otherwise you'll find yourself in a place where you just don't know who you are, you can't come out of the situation, and you're just lost. So sometimes, not forever, but for a moment in your life, you just need to give yourself time. You need to give yourself breathing space. So in that moment when I just left everything and everyone behind and decided to focus on me, I also brought someone very special in my life, and that's Jesus, and that's God. And I started going to church a bit more, I started praying a bit more, and I realized I just need to give thanks regardless of whatever's going on in my life, that I just need to give thanks for everything else that's good in my life. I mean, I still had a home, I still had food, I still had shelter, I still had health. I wasn't, there was nothing really majorly wrong, directly in my life. I still woke up every morning, and that in itself is just a blessing. So I decided to start giving thanks for the little things that are going right in my life, and also ask God for direction, for wisdom to know my purpose, to know where I'm going. I started praising Him a bit more. I started listening to gospel music a bit more. It's not saying that I didn't listen to mainstream music, because I still love my mainstream music. I still dance to it and all that, but I also gave time for gospel, because for me, music is a way of communicating to God. I don't pray as often as I should, but I do praise as often as I should, because I love gospel music. But yeah, so yeah, I invited God into my life. I started going to church a bit more. I started trusting Him a bit more. I started believing, and believe me, it is in that moment, I started to find true happiness. I started to feel a sense of myself again. I started to feel a sense of purpose again, and everything just started opening up. My thoughts started opening up. I started smiling a bit more. I felt like I could start living again. When I went to Kenya, I went by myself. It was a trip taken to see the market, because like I had mentioned in my video before, I wanted to move back to Kenya because I feel at home when I'm with my people. I feel at home when I can walk down the street and I hear people speaking my language. I feel at home with the sun shining down. That vitamin D is so good. So I just wanted to go and suss out the market and see what I can do there, in terms of business, in terms of my fashion, in terms of my beauty. I just wanted to go and just have a look. At the same time, just give myself some more time just to be by myself, you know, to enjoy life a bit more, to see my country. It was the first time I traveled to Kenya by myself, you know, in a while. I think it had been 6 years before that since I'd gone back to Kenya, and it was amazing the moment I landed. I mean, it was scary because I didn't have my mom and dad. I was independent by myself. I had my own finances. I had to learn how to budget that. And mind you, when I went to Nairobi, it became so expensive, and I was thinking, Lord, how am I gonna survive? But it was great. It was amazing. I went there with intentions to source out the market, but I ended up meeting people who just made my holiday there so much better. I didn't go to Kenya to go find a best friend, to go find a partner, but God has his own ways of working. I think in that moment when I traveled, I'd completely centered myself. I completely knew what I wanted to do, cut out the things that I knew that weren't necessarily part of my life, or I didn't have to have them. And I think in that moment, he opened up doors for me that he knew that I was ready for in that moment. And now I understand how God works. Like, before I used to pray for things and I'm like, but why is he not answering me? Like, why is he like taking things away from me? Why is he causing me so much pain? But I knew that pain was a preparation for something better. So traveling opens up your mind so much. You end up meeting people that you just never expected to meet. You end up discovering things, and it's amazing. Traveling is amazing. So if you're not a traveler, start traveling. You know, save up a bit of money. Stop going out. Like, I stopped partying. When I tell you, I used to like to party. Like, I would party in the weekends, during the week. I love to go out. I felt like if I didn't go out, I'm missing out on something great, or I'll miss out and people will be telling you stories. But now I'm such a grandma. Like, I'd rather go to work and come back and go to sleep knowing that I've saved money to use later for when I'm traveling. When I got back from Kenya, I was completely isolated. I was living at home. I still live at home, but I isolated myself. I'll go to work, I'll come back, I'll eat, sleep, go to work again. And I started working so much, knowing that I had a trip again in August to go to Ghana and another trip in December to go to Kenya. So I was literally in work mode, work mode. I had clients, so I'll go to my normal work and I also go do makeup for clients, and it was just work after work and getting money. For me, it was just getting money, trying to figure out what it is that I want to do, where it is that I want to go, making plans. So, and when I make plans, I don't do it outwardly. I don't tell everyone exactly what it is that I want to do. I just do it, and you know, I want it to show. So I want, if I'm doing something, not to talk too much about it, but for people to see the end result. So I wouldn't talk so much about my plans and what's going on. So that brought a bit of problem within the home, because not everyone was seeing exactly what it is that I'm doing with my life. And obviously I can understand from a parent's point of view, they want the best out of you and they get worried, but at the same time it brought a bit of pressure on me. And as much as I wanted to isolate yourself, you can't ignore some of the things that people are saying at the same time. So I just kept pushing myself and pushing myself and pushing myself. It got to a point, it was all work and no play, and I wanted to prove a point. I wanted to prove that, listen, I can work. I'm not a lazy person. I can work, and I'm independent, and I can do things for myself, and you can't tell me anything. I go into that frame of mind that I just started trying to prove a point, and that's never the best thing. Trying to prove a point sometimes can lead you in places where you don't want to be. So I worked and worked and worked to the point where I ended up in an ambulance to the hospital because of exhaustion. I was at work one day and I just felt lightheaded, and before you know it, I was on the floor and I thought I was having a fit, and people at work thought I was having a fit. I didn't know how to explain it. I was feeling lightheaded. Lord knows, I was thinking the devil that has possessed me right now, that didn't leave me. The blood work was fine, everything was fine. It's just that my body gave up. My body just decided to shut down and give up, to send a message to me that you are doing too much. And when the body speaks, you better listen. Ever since that incident, I had to go home and I had to kneel down and I had to ask God to just relieve me of all the pressures, to just let everybody who's around me see that I am giving the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can to just make something out of myself. And it is in that moment I felt relief, kind of. It was in that moment I just gave it all up and I said, Lord, I've been trying. The year has been challenging, but you know where I am and you know exactly what I'm doing. Let others who are around me just give me the space to just do exactly that, to just be myself, to just grow within myself. And as I gained mental clarity, I started maturing mentally to the point where I didn't care anymore as to what they were thinking about me, about where I'm heading at, because at the end of the day, I knew where I was going, God knew where I was going. He was leading me into that direction, and I was happy. I was happy within myself, I was happy within my relationship with God, I was happy within my relationship with my partner, I was happy within my relationship with everyone who was entering my life in that moment, because I found myself. And when you find yourself and you find that confidence because you know exactly what it is you want to do, everything you speaks confidence. I learned that the trick to just relieving yourself of the pressure is finding yourself and finding that confidence in it, to know exactly where you want to be, where you're going, and to just do it, and to give it 100%, regardless of whether people are watching you or no one is watching you in your free time, or whether you're out there. Just give it 100%. And that's what I started doing. And when I started doing that and praying, and the people around me were encouraging, everything started going smoothly, everything started going well, and I started embracing the good and the bad times within my year, and accepting that everything that happened for a reason, to take me to where I needed to be in that moment. When you've been applying for jobs and you've not been called to any interview, and suddenly the interview you're called for is a post starting in February and you're in November, you just know it's some divine intervention, because how else does it happen? You know, you got enough time to get back from your holiday, enough time to sort yourself out before you can start the new post. I mean, at this moment I was not offered the job, but I thought, come on, it has to be my portion. That is my portion. And when I was away on my holiday, I got the good news on my email that 2016 had its moments. I had it down to the point where I didn't think I was gonna get up. I had stress, I had anxiety, but I also found happiness. I found true joy, I found purpose. I found my partner, who I can only thank God for, and I hope things carry on getting better. Shout out to John for being an amazing person, and he's added true value to my life, and I am grateful for that. I am grateful for finding him. And for those of you who think 2016 was such a bad year and are telling yourselves that, oh, I can't wait for 2016, I can't wait for 2017 because 2016 was so bad, just reflect back on it. Is it that bad? And if it was that bad, what could you do differently in 2017 to change all that? Because sometimes circumstances can change, or depending on how you perceive things. Everyone has their own struggles. Just because I might say I'm stressed because of a certain situation in my life, it doesn't mean I don't have the right to get stressed about that situation just because someone else has a worse situation they're in. So someone's struggle is still a struggle, whether it's small and whether it's big, whatever it is, it's still a struggle. So if you cannot turn around and say, well, you have no responsibility, you live at home, what could you be stressed about? Let me tell you something, there's a lot of things that can stress a person. It just depends on your situation and what it is. It might not be as big as someone else's, but it's still a struggle. I went through my struggles. It's been up and it's been down, but it's been an adventure and it's been amazing. And there's nothing I regret out of 2016. There's nothing I'll go back and do again, because everything has led me to where I am right now, and for that I really hope you enjoyed my video. When I did start YouTube, I had quite a lot of free time on my hands. Unfortunately, I don't anymore, but I will make time to sit down maybe when I finish work and I have something to tell you. I don't know if I'm going to be doing as many videos on makeup tutorials as I thought I would. I mean, I'm going to be doing more videos on talks. I'm going to be talking a lot more. I'm going to be giving more story times. My next story time will be how I deal with long-distance relationship. I'm going to be talking more about relationships, and I do hope you tune in. But in terms of makeup, I mean, I'm still doing makeup. I'm still doing clients' makeup. I'm still building on that. But I'm just not going to be doing a lot of makeup tutorials, just because honestly and truly, I don't have the time, and that's why I've not been doing a lot of YouTube videos. I just, between work and doing clients' makeup, I didn't have the time to sit down to film myself do makeup and edit it. So I'm not gonna lie and say I'm gonna be doing that, but I will try and upload videos on chit chats and talks, maybe a quick get ready with me here and there. I will try my best, but I'm not making any promises. So I do hope you have a lovely 2017. I hope it's been up to a great start. If it hasn't, don't worry, my 2016 did start great, but it ended up ending great. Just wish you all the best. I'll be trying to upload as much as I can. I am not making any promises, especially with a new job starting. I don't know how busy I will be, but I hope to be seeing you again on YouTube soon. I do hope you stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, and share. This message could hit anyone. It could make sense to anyone. It could be useful to anyone. Don't be selfish and keep it to yourselves. I mean, I say be selfish sometimes, but don't be selfish with this video. Share it, like it, subscribe to my channel. I will appreciate that. If you need your makeup doing, my email is below. I think if not, I'll put it below. And I hope to see you again soon. Have a lovely day, have a lovely week, and see you next time. Bye.
We are a chosen generation. We've been called for to show His excellence. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at.